Oh, we're back.
There we go.
Oh, the pox, man. That's what I reminded. We got a donation from, I think that's Grieg. Yeah?
Grieg, I'll go with Grieg.
Grieg and Bryce, thank you guys. Just let you know what's going on, because I always like to let you know it's not for food or to keep us living. We're actually biting a new microphone set for Way the Warrior 2 with stands and stuff. This for the scenes where we're communicating backwards and forwards. You don't know the whole story yet, but there's a scene involving me and you where you need to stand up and kind of be emotionally involved. I think your acting skills are up to it. So we have to buy a mixer and shit.
I'm a good actor.
Yeah, we're getting mixers and stuff. I just want to point out Dead Space 3 again. This shotgun, I just thought of something funny. This shotgun kills things so fast that some of the mobs have a secondary death animation. They die and then they turn to something else. It killed things so quickly that the hardest part about wasting ammo is that it killed things so quickly that you couldn't kill them before they turned into their second form because the game would be animating them. Do you know what I mean? So I would kill them and I would be like, they're still alive. And so I feel like killing them again. And I was like, oh, it's changing to a second animation. And suddenly I've fired like 100 rounds into this fucking thing. And it's just the game's trying to keep up with the amount of damage.
You can't stop it once you pull the trigger.
It just keeps fucking going, man. It was funny. Metal Gear Rising. I know we're in a bit of a rush because you need to get back and I'm going to die.
Yeah, well, Metal Gear Rising, I went back to it because I was just basically sold by the fact that it's the Metal Gear Rising franchise. Well, it's the Metal Gear franchise.
Is Metal Gear Rising different to Metal Gear?
It's still the same franchise. It's a different game, and it's based on Raiden, who's now a cyborg ninja.
I don't know anything about it. I mean, I was really hoping if you liked it, we could have got it round here and streamed it.
Well, no, I'll bring it round.
Well, yeah,
but basically, long story short, is Raiden was a secondary character brought into Metal Gear 2, who then comes back into it in Metal Gear 4 as like a cyber ninja, who's a really good badass now. And Metal Gear Rising is basically a story of Raiden. But the gameplay isn't a Metal Gear game.
So there's no sneaking involved, right?
No. Well, there's very, very minute parts of sneaking. But the game is now basically Devil May Cry in a Metal Gear Rising skin. If I wanted to play Devil May Cry, there's a new Devil May Cry that's just come out. I would have bought that. And that upset me a bit. And even the gimmick of, like, you slow down time, because the gimmick of the game is you can slice anything at any angle. Okay? But as soon as...
yeah, you told me that. I thought, is it like PlayStation Move compatible?
No. Well, you slow down time, and then you basically just use your thumbstick to manually, like, angle the sword.
So it's not like Fruit Ninja?
Swipe. Sort of.
Oh, right, okay.
It's Fruit Ninja. But as soon as that gimmick wears off and you have to kill every boss by doing that, it was just like...
This isn't the Metal Gear I wanted.
This isn't Metal Gear. But the... Yeah, so...
It's not the one we need right now.
No, it's not the Metal Gear that we want or need right now. The thing is, they could have done... Exactly. They could have used part of those mechanics in a Metal Gear game, and it would have been amazing. Like, okay, here's the perfect example that they should have done with Metal Gear Rising. And... disagree with you on, or just tell me if you agree with it. I think they should have done this. I don't think you can relate to this because you didn't have the game, but they should have done the skin of Metal Gear Rising, the whole shiny cyborg thing. They should have used slightly the mechanics of being able to slice things, but done it in the style of Tenchu Stealth Assassin, which was on the PS1. Amazing samurai ninja game.
Sounds like a video's needed to refresh.
It was really cool. They should have done that. That's what they should have done. But I'm going to find the time to finish it because I was thinking about it. Basically, I was playing League of Legends very late one night, and the servers went down, and I was playing with my two Irish friends, and we were just like, I was just like, what do we do now? But then we went through like all this catalogue of Steam games that we could play. Ended up playing Diablo 3. That's how bad it got.
Jesus.
But I was just thinking, it's times like that because we was going to play Transformers Fall of Cybertron first, but the mode that we wanted to play it in can only be two people. But I'm going to start playing my older games. I have so many games in my Steam account that I need to get through as well. So I'm going to start doing that a bit as well. I'll try and stream and record it as well. But
well, all I'm saying is, whenever you get... I mean, are you coming around on Monday?
Is what?
Are you here on Monday? Or you got plans?
Monday. I don't know yet. Just really quickly, Ghost, have you fought that fucking dog yet? Yes. And I'll tell you something, once you find the key mechanics to killing that dog, it's retardedly easy. And I swear to God it is. All you gotta do, just really quickly, when that dog dashes at you, just deflect that first attack, do a combo at it, and run away. When he's doing all these jumpy, I'm gonna jump on you shit, just run around the map with your ninja run, and then he dives at you, parry it, beat the fuck out of it.
You've always been good at that, because you did Wesker, I think it's Resident Evil 5 or 4.
Yeah, where he's like, 4 minutes is all I can spare you.
where he's zooming around the place. You pissed that. I mean, we did it on 2-player, and I was shit.
That's what I do, mate.
I was shit. I hate those kind of fucking hiding games. I'm a warrior at heart. I want to blow it up.
I like ninja stuff.
You do like ninja stuff. I'm looking forward to finish Bioshock, and then I think I'm not sure. We've done quite a few Let's Play stuff. We're going to actually a big game we're going to look forward to, which you guys can look forward to. Is coming. Our second channel has been unlocked now because I'm going to start re-uploading to it. Is Monopoly Tycoon. You've played this before with me and Rob. Do you remember it?
Old school, mate.
It's old school. It's a pain in the ass to get going on Windows 7. It's like a Windows fucking DOS game. But we managed to get it working. And we're going to do some stuff with like Monopoly Tycoon. I'm really looking forward to that. It's so fucking good.
Blast from the past, man.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. But let's talk about movies because we wanted to cover this before we finished up. We've had a lot of trailers in the last 2 weeks.
It's been good.
Trailer nerdgasm time. It's been fucking good. The best one. Well, go on. Which one do you want to start on?
Well, let's do this because we've got different views on this one trailer that was released, and it only was one trailer as opposed to the other films that have got multiples. So let's talk about the Wolverine first.
Disappointed me. And we talked about it heavily this afternoon.
Yes, we did.
Disappointed me. If you've not seen the Wolverine trailer yet, go and watch it. No spoilers. It's in the trailer, so whatever. So we don't know anything, but spoil it. But it seems heavily based on... For me, it looks like... we talked about this, a transitional story leading to... No, that's a different one, isn't it? It's the story of him being weaker. I kind of think it's a film where he's going to get beat up a lot while he's in a weaker form, and then... Because he's got nanites in him. We can tell this from the trailer. He's got nanites in him that suppress, not remove, his healing ability to make him mortal. And some point, something's going to happen to him where the nanites get destroyed, then he heals back to full, and then he wins the day. And that just seems like the whole story to me, from what I got from the trailer. And I was just like, nah, it's not how I want to see Wolverine, but you had a different take on it. You kind of like the idea of him coming back and being a badass. I just want to be a badass all the time, especially, you know, after Origins... where he's such a fucking badass. He has one line in that movie, and it just says everything about Wolverine you ever wanted to know, where they walk in, Xavier and Magneto, and he's like, fuck off.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. That's what I want in Wolverine. That's what I want. What I don't want is a weakened Wolverine taking a bit of a beating. There's a comic book and an animated segment from the X-Men series, where they're in the jungle, Sinister's jungle, where he loses his healing ability, and all that I didn't like. I didn't like a weak Wolverine. Wolverine should be just a rampage of death constantly. That's what I want in Wolverine, and I don't think we're going to get that.
Well, I'm sort of, and this is rare because I hate it. I mean, this is why I sort of hated the first Transformers film as well, is because I hate seeing key characters that just get the shit beaten out of them for like an hour. Like Optimus Prime in the first Transformers.
Oh, yeah.
He just got the crap beaten out of him and beaten out of him and beaten out of him. But
wasn't it until the third where he came back and did that?
Well,
is the third in the forest? Or was that the second?
The second where he actually gets
second,
killed.
Yeah, the second is so
that's
good.
what I mean. He just takes on everyone. But that's because like it was just a case of people hated it. But the thing is with the character of Wolverine, and I like it because I'm pretty certain it was a tip of the cap in the Origins, is where Wolverine is just... He's not the person who just beats the crap out of everything, like all superheroes and stuff like that. He does fight, he does give a good arse whooping, but he gets his arse whooped repeatedly. Mm-hmm. But that's his sort of gimmick.
For me, it's because he knows he can take it. He just dives in.
That's what I mean.
First.
Exactly, because like, and that's what I was saying. Like the tip of the cap being in the X-Men Origins. I know that he's not Sabretooth's brother. But where Sabretooth's just saying, give me the adamantium, he's like, you'll never survive the surgery. He goes, I can take anything he can. He's like, you can't. Because Wolverine is just designed to take a kick in as well as.
The other aspect I'm worried about in Wolverine is something that they did horribly in the first 2 X-Men films, I want to say. Where they used major characters from Marvel history in such a shit, tiny way. And I don't know if the Silver Samurai is just going to be something that's tagged on to give this kind of story some flow and you know, let's involve other characters. And she's in it again. I forget her name with the fingers.
Yuriko. I don't think it's her.
Oh, the woman? Of course it was.
No, because she peels the skin off her face.
Oh, okay. But they used Yuriko so badly in... Is it 2? X-Men 2? Yuriko was just a complete waste of fucking time. Because she's badass, Yuriko.
Yeah, and he lives with her. The thing with Yuriko is... correct me if I'm wrong. He lives with Yuriko, and basically when Wolverine gets taken for the Weapon X project, her dad is part of the project. When he goes feral and kills everybody, he kills her dad. That's it, Lady Deathstrike. And that's why she goes...
So you don't think that's her who was in the X-Men trailer?
No, I don't think it is. But also, what I really like is the minimalistic use of CGI claws. That's so
this
small.
was a big thing for you.
Yeah, that's so small. But look at it in comparison to. I'm going to keep using it because it's based on. Well, it's the film based on him. In the Wolverine. No, X-Men Origins Wolverine, sorry. The part where he's just had the surgery, that old couple take him in and he's in the bathroom looking at his claws and he like flicks them between each other like and sparks come off them and stuff. It's so... I could do that animation in paint.
It's Matrix Reloaded bad.
Exactly.
It's Matrix Reloaded
But
bad.
like all the press release posters, the cinema posters, the trailers, everything, it just looks like actual... Well, they don't look CGI. They look like actual claws. They look really fucking good. And I like... Do you know what? And this is like the whole transmog thing as well. I fucking love his new hairstyle.
Oh, God.
I
never even noticed.
It's not like the flamboyant flock of seagulls that he's got on the side of his head like this. It's just the fact that he's got a normal haircut and it's just sort of flicked up at the side, which is like... It's his haircut, but a tip of the cap to his haircut.
Yeah, his original haircut. It does bother me a great deal when they use unnecessary CGI in movies. It really pisses me off, especially if it's not done well. Like in the Avengers, it was done really, really well. And Dark Knight Rises was the opposite because they barely used any CGI whatsoever, as far as I can tell. Besides some of the scenes with like the bat and stuff. Whereas it's the opposite. Again, it's like the opposites attract because they were both amazing movies. When they use CGI unnecessarily, it fucking ruins the whole experience.
Of course it does.
They're ruining my immersion. Okay, so let's turn it up then to Iron Man 3 trailer.
Cannot be more excited than I am for that film right now. Every viral poster, trailer, TV spot, teaser, it just looked fucking
Do you think we're going to see all those suits in action?
Yeah, but you're going to get a snippet. There's going to be, you know, like at the end of it where I don't know if the remote control, I don't know if he's using what I'm to take is supposed to be the extremist sort of thing, you know, where he can actually project his suits and stuff. But that is the capacity that I think you're going to see them. He's not well, definitely.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to wear them.
But there was, and I'm not going to go into this. I'm just going to give you the crux of it in case you actually are
as a
one
guess,
of those
you
people.
don't know.
No, I'm saying there's potential spoilers that you can piece together from the trailers, from the information that they brought. This is me being too much of a geek. This though, from the trailers that they brought out, from the information that you've seen, and from Marvel's future projects, where the end of this film is going to end and lead on to the next films, and it's all to do with his spacesuit, his Iron Man spacesuit. I think it's called Gemini in this film. The code name for it's Gemini. But there's a lot of things that piece together where the cliffhanger is going to be. But this is what I don't get about Marvel. I sort of understand it, but in fact, no, I can't go into it because it's sort of like where I'm going with it, and I don't want to spoil
it's
it.
not a spoiler.
Okay,
I mean, we don't know it's true.
Guardians of the Galaxy. My prediction is the fact that at the end of the film, he's going to use the suit Gemini to go into space and meet up with the Guardians of the Galaxy. I feel like this because there is a tiny snippet of that spacesuit. It shows now the clip on one of the viral release posters of the Gemini suit, and Marvel have already just released the fact that they are going to A, do the film of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and B, they have just started reworking the new comics of the Guardians of the Galaxy. So I think that's what it's going to be. He's going to meet them, and it's going to be an introduction for the people who obviously know how mainstream Iron Man is, and then they're going to go into the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy, some people are saying they don't know anything about it. Neither do I. It's completely made up new IP.
It's nothing to do, you know, like you get sort of the X-Men and stuff like that. Is what?
Is it not from Marvel canon at all?
I don't think so. But you know, like you get groups of famous superheroes that go together in different groups with different, like the name of their group, but you know those superheroes.
Yeah.
It's nothing like that.
It's just random dudes. But this kind of maybe leads us to the next Avengers, which is based around the space guy. What's his name again? The big red guy? The end of the Avengers, you see the next
my
villain.
mind's just completely gone.
Yeah, but likely if he's a big space mongoloid.
Is it Cronus?
It could be, something like that. That they're going to bring in this Guardians of the Galaxy.
Thanos,
just more
sorry,
franchises.
that's it,
Thanos, yeah, they're going to bring in this other franchise of the Guardians of the Galaxy and have a big super Royal Rumble, which for me could really water down the effect of the original Avengers.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I hope it's not just a bit of a cash-in.
I do like as well on the TV spot, the international TV spot. I don't think it's nothing to do with like they're going to fully do it, but I thought it was another. I keep saying this now. Tip of the cap to Rescue.
I don't know what
we
that
talked about it. Well,
basically, is it
basically,
Pepper Potts' suit?
Yeah, Tony Stark makes an armor for Pepper Potts called Rescue, and the new TV spot basically shows. We've all seen the trailer where the rockets hit his house, and basically there's a part where he projects his armor onto Pepper. And then the building's about to collapse, and Pepper stops the building from falling on him in the Iron Man armor. Where he and like she says, like I've got you, and then like he goes, "I got you first," sort of thing. But I think that's just a nice little. I love the little intricacies like that because people who watch the film just think, oh, sweet, he's going to put the suit on Pepper, whereas geeks like me think, that's an awesome tip of the cap to the rescue armor.
Is Infinity Gauntlet coming? Are we going to see Cable?
Shit, I read something about 2 weeks ago. They are actually making a Cable film. I shit you not. I'm pretty certain.
Who's playing Cable?
They've not said.
Because that's important.
Oh man, do you know what?
It can't be
really
that cunt
excited.
from Terminator Salvation.
Oh no, Sam Worthington.
Jesus, can you imagine
how wooden that bastard is? No, they can't do that.
How old is Cable? Because he's pretty fucking rusty.
I don't know.
He's pretty old.
But I'm hoping. Do you know what? As well, what they should do, because there's a lot of the story of Deadpool and Cable.
Yeah.
A lot of the franchise.
Is Reynolds still doing Deadpool?
Yeah. It's I think it's still on for 2014. Well,
where's Ryan Reynolds gone? He made the proposal. Sandra Bullock was hot in that fucking movie, by the way. How hot is Sandra Bullock?
She's not as hot as she was in Speed.
She's still 50, man.
Don't care.
I do. 50-year-old look like that? Shit, dude. That'd be fucking awesome.
They had Cable in Wolverine.
Cable wasn't in Wolverine.
No, he didn't. He did the Green Lantern, but he just released recently as well. He's like, I have absolutely no feeling towards doing a sequel to the Green Lantern. He said that.
She's not Scarlett Johansson. No way. Sandra Bullock in... No, I think Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool is actually straight up the best decision they could have made.
I think that is absolutely spot on.
Sandra Bullock, Demolition Man, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Scarlett Johansson, not compared to her in that movie.
I don't know.
Them pants.
Dem
pants.
Scarlett Johansson in the fucking...
Oh, she's hot. We're talking in theory now.
Dem pants.
Dem pants. Okay. All right, that's good enough. But I tell you what, the unsung hero is, and I'm sorry, but it doesn't get enough mention. It's going to be the film of the year, I think. Is the new Star Trek film is going to shit on everything. That film looks fucking amazing. It looks like it's going to be off the shizzy. If I could get Ghetto for a moment.
That trailer too.
Holy fuck.
You can't say anything bad about that second trailer,
Not at all. Not a fucking talk. And nobody's talking about it because of all the Iron Man spam and the Wolverine stuff and that. But every time I see that Star Trek trailer, I'm just like, this is going to be so fucking good.
What's he called now? Is it Sumit Cumberbatch? His name, who plays...
Oh, how have they modified his voice that way? I mean, it's almost Bane.
It's good, isn't it?
Because that's not his actual voice. I've seen him in other films. They've purposely changed his audio to be much deeper and much more menacing. Which I'm learning, by the way. You'll like it. I've been doing some stuff.
Really?
Yeah, because there's a really evil character in Way of the Warrior 2.
I like that.
And I've been trying to work on my demon voice, but I've been recording... I'm such a nerd. That's what I do in the off time.
That's awesome.
When you think I'm busy... when I say I'm busy, it's because I'm sat there saying things like that and then modifying it to do all sorts of crazy things to sound like this character I want it to be. And
Benedict Cumberbatch, that's it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and what they've done with this voice is so fucking cool because he looks like he's going to shit on Kirk. Kirk needs to fight something in this one though, because Kirk got his ass kicked in the first one so many times.
I do like that whole thing where what is it now? I can't remember the actual line or something where he's talking to Kirk. And where he says,
I'm better than you.
I'm better than you. He goes, oh, what? And he goes, everything.
Yeah, and it's on Earth as well, which is fucking crazy.
I don't like, and this is very, very minor and absolute no reflection on the trailer. It's just me being a dick. But the fact that stop destroying the Enterprise.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Generations destroyed the Enterprise. I'm trying to think which film they didn't destroy the Enterprise in. The Enterprise D was destroyed in First Contact, I think. No, maybe not. The films are so bad I can't even really remember them. But yeah, they destroy the Enterprise a lot. In the movies, they destroy the Enterprise a lot. The original NCC 1701, such a geek, was destroyed in the second Star Trek movie. Yeah, The Search for Spock is where they came back in the third, because in the 4 they had the Bird of Prey, which they went back in time with. And then they got the new one, and that didn't last very long. And then Riker crashed... I'm trying to look at me nerding out. Riker crashed the Enterprise into... I can't remember the name of the planet in Generations, where they went to the Nexus, which was so retarded. Who writes the Star Trek movies? Why do the people who not write the episodes write the fucking movies? Because they're so bad, it makes me sick. Like, everyone says A Journey Home was the best Star Trek movie. They're not even in space. It's the piss take movie where they're on Earth and Spock's the Karate Kid and all that. And then fucking Chekhov finds the naval Russian ship. He goes, it's the Enterprise, and he gives it all that kind of. It's so fucking shit. And Save the Whales, like that. Everyone's like, Journey Home was a really good film. I'm like, yeah, it's not a Star Trek film. It's not a Star Trek film. They're in fucking space. First Contact was good. It's kind of one of the best, except for Picard loses his shit, and you have that whole bit like, if you were any other man, I would kill you where you stand, and all that.
That's
kind of
Worf, isn't it?
That's what Worf says it, and apparently Picard does a mint impression of it. You know the best thing you've linked to me, and you guys should find this.
Oh my god, that is so good. I know. I was hoping you was going to bring that up. I was thinking about it. The second you started doing that Worf impression, I was like, dude, that bloopers trailer was fucking hilarious.
Watch the Star Trek Next Generation bloopers trailer. Worf is
season
one of the funniest motherfuckers ever.
Yeah, the guy is called Michael something, isn't he? Is he called Michael something? But the guy who plays Worf, obviously he's got to put a lot of bass in his voice, which he's got to move a lot of his like face and neck with to do the impressions. But he tries doing a line and he sort of loses it. Then he tries delivering that line again, but just completely loses his shit, and it's
he's
so
fucking
funny. Michael,
I just want to talk to Shadujan about Guild Wars 2. He's giving his account away. If you email NCSoft and tell them you just don't like the game, this is only if you pre-ordered it. I don't know if you did. They will give you a completely free refund instantly. That's what I did with the Guild Wars 2 accounts we had. You can just email them and say, I pre-ordered the game, I really don't like it, can I have a refund? And they will give you one, straight off. G.I. Joe 2.
Yes,
we need to finish soon anyway, because we need to go, and I'm starting to feel really ropey.
Okay. We need to see it.
They want you to talk about it. I don't know nothing about it.
Let's just put it this way.
Before you start,
go.
The only reason I don't know anything about it is the first one is so fucking bad. I was totally uninterested.
Totally agreement. This one looks amazing, and do you know what? I've not deliberately, but I've just not looked at links, pictures, anything of this. The only things that I've seen of it was pictures of The Rock as Roadblock, purely because I follow The Rock on Twitter. He does some really cool shit on Twitter.
I kind of want to follow people on Twitter, but I fucking hate social media.
Well, no,
social media.
I only follow The Rock because I don't follow hardly any celebrities. In fact, I don't think I do. He's the only one that I do because when he wakes up in the morning, like he'll post like pictures of his breakfast. Oh, this is what I've got to do. He wakes up at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., does cardio, shows his breakfast. But then he always posts like an inspirational line of a famous person and stuff like that every day. And only through that medium of social networking have I found out how awesome that guy is. I knew he was good, but I didn't know as a person, not as the famous person. Nice.
I was going to vomit on you then.
Thank you very much. But he's awesome. So that got me interested into it. So I started looking at a couple of the pictures of him as Roblox, started looking at a couple of the teasers. Then I saw the first full trailer of it, and I was blown away, mate. Oh. And do you know what does it? Is Snake Eyes. That guy looks awesome. Have they completely redone him? Well, they've just amped him.
Is Snake Eyes the one in the rubber suit?
Yeah. Snake Eyes is the samurai.
Such a twat in the first one. There was no way he was that agile in that fucking suit. It was like
it
was like when you had to watch the original Turtles, which we have to rewatch, by the way, because now I've been thinking about
the original Turtles. Is that the one with Casey Jones?
Yes.
I'm definitely.
Yeah, we need to have a rewatch of that. I recently, well, not recently, about 6 months ago, I watched Turtles: Revenge of the Ooze. So good.
Is that Ninja Rap? Ninja.
Yeah, it's got a ninja rap in it. It's got Rocksteady and Bebop in it, although they don't call them that.
No, they don't. They've got them. That kid who they get into the foot.
Yeah, because the first time you meet him, the opening scene is in the mall, the underground mall. They beat up all the foot, and then he's the pizza guy who came to help. So he beats up some guys, and then they stick him in a trash can and steal his pizza. Legit. So good. So good. Okay, somebody's asking... Alright, let's take some questions. Before we go. Very quickly, guys. I saw someone say Firefly or Serenity. I love the Serenity movie. I can watch it all the way.
I didn't like it. I couldn't get into it.
Well, I'm a big sci-fi nerd, because I watched on Netflix recently some films you should check out. There's one I can't remember.
Is it Pandorium or something?
Pandorium is actually pretty good. It's got...
I only know that because when I went on my Netflix account, which we share, it says, you recently watched. I was like, no I didn't.
Yeah, Pandorium is actually really good. It's a bit of a sci-fi monster film.
Oh, no.
But it's alright. But it's got... Who's the main guy, isn't it? Oh, no. Quaid.
I don't know the name of the Quaid guy. From
Douglas, no, not from Total Recall.
Douglas... Oh, Dennis Quaid?
You know Inner Space? Is it Dennis Quaid?
The guy who's in Vantage Point.
I don't know. He's in Inner Space. Is the guy who's inside Martin Short's body.
Dennis Quaid. I think it's Dennis Quaid.
Is it Dennis Quaid? Dennis Quaid's the main guy in it. We haven't seen for a while. Still pretty good. He's awesome. I also watched Abduction with Jesse Metcalf. I think his name is. It's terrible.
No, you mean that? You mean the
guy from Twilight?
Oh, what the hell?
The guy with no top. The guy who doesn't wear clothes. That's
Jacob. Put your shirt up. No.
That film's really bad. Don't watch that.
Called Taylor something.
Taylor Lautner. Taylor Lautner. Yeah, that film's awful. Don't watch that.
I can't believe you actually watched it.
You know me. I watch anything.
Well, you know what you should watch? The Three Amigos.
I've seen The Three Amigos like 600 times.
Well, watch it 601.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
But I also watched today because I was really ill, so I kind of curled up on the couch under the quilt. I watched The Cleaner, Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson makes a lot of random movies sometimes, and some of them are good, some of them are bad. The Cleaner is actually alright, actually. It's like a crime thriller thing. It's pretty cool. You might not have heard of those films, that's why I was bringing up. They're pretty good. They're alright. Okay.
Questions. They're just commenting on what we were talking about as opposed to putting the questions.
Oh, sorry. ETA for Warrior 2, it's done when it's done. At the moment, we're upgrading the microphones. Like I said, this microphone just doesn't cut it for the kind of action scenes we need to do with two people. It's kind of weird when we do it with two people, so we're getting there. It's a huge project. Realistically, it needs a team of people, but I'll get there, man.
Preach, ready to get your belt buckle.
You told me to get it, actually. Yeah. I wasn't going to buy it.
Next.
Off topic, I know. Well, not really. I've got to that stage again. When did we go shopping? It was before Gamescom.
Yeah.
That was the last time I bought clothes.
Same as.
I need more clothes. I now no longer own a pair of jeans.
I shit you not. I have got 2 pairs of jeans left, and both of them have a rip in the fucking crotch.
I owned 2 pairs of jeans total. My first one got a rip, like, below the leg, but I climb a lot of fences and stuff. You know, when I'm out in the country parks with Ben, to get into a lot of big fields, you have to go on, like, farmers' fields and stuff, so I climb a lot of fences, so I must have just had a tight area or something, and I just ripped one of the bags. I was like, oh, fucking hell. By the first pair, I was in the gym, I was getting dressed, but you know when you put your pants, they're on the floor, and you put your foot in and pull them up, it just went, I had hot pants. I had one half hot pants. Like, one leg was there, so I had to throw those away. And then, yesterday, the fucking other jeans ripped as well. And now I have no t-shirts or anything. I'm fucked, man, for clothes. I'm really bad.
Well, you know what you should do if you need a t-shirt, mate? You should go on the Preach Gaming store and get yourself one of these little bad boys.
Oh,
see the way I did that mate? Yes!
No, but seriously, that is the best selling. That and the red and black hoodie are the best selling things in our store.
Can you see it?
We kind of... Do we want to tease what we did last week?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Without going into too much detail, but you need to talk about it.
Well, let's just say... I don't know if he's in the chat. I haven't seen him. But we had a meeting with the guy who does our merchandise stuff. He's got a guy who's a graphics guy who's going to draw our characters for us, but with modifications.
But they are really
He's like a tattoo artist, but holy fuck, man.
He showed us them, and I was trying to be really, like, quietly reserved. So I hid that by being more of a dick, but I was sat there thinking... Those are nice.
They're really good, so we're going to be doing it. Are we related? No, man. Well, only not by blood.
But I was looking at him. He sketched them in, like, obviously a black sketch pen. And he's passing them around. But while he was passing them around, I think that looks awesome. But I like the boots on the other one. That looks awesome, but I like the weapon on that one.
Yeah, you wanted to transmog
but then at the end of it,
rough drafts.
At the end of it, he goes, well, you know, I'll send you them in your email, but if you like bits of one and bits of the other, and I was like, as he's saying the sentence, I'm like, yes. Just tell me what you like about certain pictures, send me links, and I'll get him to draw them and put them together. I was like, yeah. It was so
I can't wait to have my own character made, because something we've wanted for a while for banners and stuff is to have our own character, which is really cool.
But we're actually getting them for our new sort of range, aren't we?
It's fucking cool, man. Hey, Paulie!
We can't go too much into it. We're going to be doing, like...
I love it when people do sketches, like he said,
Yeah.
Like Paulie said, when he drew sketches, it's even on the wall, I think, Paulie. There. That's you, Paulie.
Paulie? I use
that
you guys
do sketches and
as well.
The icon use it everywhere.
The icon for when this appears on the YouTube channel has got that on it.
I can't remember... I'm so shit with names, but there was a girl who did loads of pictures for us. I think that one's one of hers. She was really good. Really good.
Oh, yeah, it's really good. It's a picture of me. How can it not be good? Look how good looking that face is. Don't lie and say it's not. We all know it's true.
Where are we guys from? We're from Manchester, England, man. Manchester England. Preach, what's my main? I would say my Shadow Priest is my main right now, but I'm so caught up in the game. I mean, this is one of the... I'm so... I don't know. I'm so involved with things like Way the Warrior 2 and writing and stuff like that. That's my real passion is to write.
Ooh, hipster.
No, it is. It's so good.
Do you do it in a scarf and a flat cap with your Earl Grey tea?
I do it in Wellington boots after walking my dog. Fucking keeping it low tech, man. But I'm so involved in that stuff now, and I want to get this. I just want to make more videos, which is so fucking cool.
Vanish.
Oh, cheers, Vanish. Red. Me Ben gets steak, okay? Well, yeah, in a year's time. I'll save it till then, Vanish. Don't you worry about it.
It'll be gone off by then.
Oh, Mogger says Cloud Atlas. I fucking desperately want to watch Cloud Atlas, but everybody tells me it's terrible. But that trailer, I'm not even joking. Sometimes I get really involved with trailers. In fact, I showed you the music, what it's used. What did you think? The trailer for the Way of the Warrior 2 music.
That song.
Did you listen to it?
I did listen to it.
The lyrics are fucking so good, and the crescendo is awesome.
Yeah.
But trailers get me really emotional sometimes. The Cloud Atlas trailer, it can almost bring me to tears. I'm not even joking. Just watching that trailer, it's about 8 or 9 minutes long.
It's the production of the trailer.
It's Tom Hanks' voice and the music. I'm in.
That's what I mean.
Tom Hanks' voice, really? Yeah,
well, Tom Hanks
voice.
Could be reading like fucking Dr. Seuss with that music and that voice. It still
doesn't matter. Whoever edited that trailer is a genius. It's so fucking good. I haven't seen it. I can't say I dislike it, but loads of people have said it's terrible.
Yeah, The Raid has just come on Netflix. We should watch that this weekend.
You set it up, man.
Definitely. I avoided it because I was...
Never trust Tom Hanks.
Because I kept looking at like Judge Dredd and The Raid obviously being produced at the same time. And I thought, they're just the same thing. But when I saw the trailer of The Raid, I was like, that looks good. But now I bought it, not watched it. It's come on Netflix. We've not watched it, so we are going to watch it.
Oh, you buy The Raid? And you still haven't watched it?
Yeah. I've just not had a chance. It's something that... It's one of the things like... I make Suzanne watch a lot of shit. And by shit, I mean the really, really good side of cinema that people should watch. And not Twilight and all that sort of like girl stuff. But she won't... Yeah. Well, girls like shit films. But yeah, she won't fall on watching The Raid. So we'll watch it. We'll watch it.
The Raid 25, man. Seen Dredd. Dredd's an awesome movie.
I love that film.
Yeah, I fucking love Dredd. It's so good. But didn't you say it was designed to be watched in 3D and looks worse on 2D? Even on Blu-ray?
Well, here's the annoying thing is, it would look better if it was in 2D, but the scenes where the 3D were the only viable parts in it, where they take the drug slow-mo, and it goes, doom, slows down, colours are amplified, droplets of water
So droplets of water is really going to look terrible on 2D.
But it's not just that. It looks like... The only way that I can describe it is when you are trying to watch a 3D film without the glasses on. So it's not...
it just looked wrong.
Yeah,
exactly. So I tell you who's such a great actress, and she probably does get the credit she deserves, just not around us, is she plays...
Mama.
Yeah, Xerxes in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Game of Thrones started yet?
No, Monday, I believe.
Monday, okay. Game of Thrones on Monday.
And we're off on Monday.
I don't get a day off. It doesn't work that way.
I do.
I don't get a day off.
I'm off on Monday.
I don't get a bank holiday. I only find out about bank holidays when Emma tells me she's off. Like, okay.
Lena Headley, she's called.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's really good. Because it's Mama.
Oh, Game of Thrones is Sunday. I apologise. It's
it's like in 15 hours. The countdown is on.
Nice.
The countdown is on. You think there'll be pet battles in the Warcraft movie? It's back on. The Warcraft movie. Could go anyway. It could go Doom. It could go... I mean, we've talked about gaming movies a lot. I like a couple of them. I don't like all of them, obviously.
What game movie? Well, yeah, because you didn't like Max Payne. And a lot of people...
I hate Mark Wahlberg. In fact, he said there's a new film coming out.
Oh my god!
He said there's a new film coming out, and it stars two people who you forgot. I completely hate.
Before you do, yeah. I mean, we're not talking about Pain and Gain because I am going to watch the shit out of that when it comes out. It looks like so much fun. But we had a conversation last time when we were chilling out together, and Preach named two actors that he really hates, which is Mark Wahlberg and Denzel Washington. Stupid opinion. But basically, I watched the trailer. I was sat in bed this morning, so I had a really... in fact, I'm not going to say late night. I had an early morning last night.
You went to bed at 9 a.m?
I went to bed at 9 a.m, yeah. I was playing League of Legends with Mogger until God knows what time. But, yeah, so I was sat in bed when I got up this afternoon. And I was on Twitter checking out the new trailers from... There's a Twitter that I follow called Superhero Hype, which just does, like, funny things and stuff like that. But they also link movie trailers from action films and stuff. And there's a film coming out called Two Guns, and it's got Mark Wahlberg and Denzel Washington as the main people in it. I didn't think about the conversation we had. I watched the trailer and thought, that looks like a fun film. And we were talking about it when I got shopping for tea before. I said, dude, there's a new film coming out called Two Guns. Told him the plot, and he's like, alright. He goes, it's got Mark Wahlberg and Denzel Washington as two guys. Are you fucking serious? Do you remember that conversation we had? And it was just like, I totally do remember.
I fucking hate both of those
It's a film designed to troll you. Don't like them two, do you?
I actually watched The Bone Collector a few nights ago, which is Jolie. I don't mind her. And it had Denzel in it. I refreshed my hatred of him again.
Well, the part where he whispers really quietly and then bites the guy's throat.
Oh, God, he's so preachy and stuck up in the whole fucking movie. I hate it.
It's Denzel Washington.
Now
mate.
cut his hands off at the wrist.
This shit is chess. It ain't checkers.
It's fucking bollocks.
Have you seen Training Day?
Yeah, he's alright in that, but I actually prefer the other guy.
Ethan Hawke.
I like Ethan Hawke. Have you seen the one where he takes on the identity of? I think it might be called Identity or something. Ethan Hawke film. It takes on the identity of loads of people. I think Jolie's in that as well. He kills people and takes their identity. It's really cool. It's a good concept for a movie. He does it from a kid. It's really awesome. Are you saying
you prefer Ethan Hawke over Denzel Washington in Training Day?
Yeah. I even prefer the guy to go to see where he has the drugs.
Denzel Washington got an Oscar for that.
Or I think it's sad or not amazing. A fan. I got overhyped to me when I watched it. It wasn't that good.
I cannot believe you like that. That has just changed my entire world.
That's changed.
I'm just red with endless rage right now.
I played a druid, End of the Lich King in Illicara. I think about starting healing again. What would I adjust to better, monk or priest?
Gattaca, that film was apparently.
Both are super strong. No, it wasn't Gattaca.
Ha!
Gattaca's a different one. That's got Gattaca's got Uma Thurman in it. Ooh, good film also. It's got Jude Law in it. It's a really clever film. Good actor, Ethan Hawke. I can't believe he dissed him.
No, I don't think he's a shit actor. I just don't think when he stood next to Denzel Washington, especially in the pinnacle of Denzel Washington's acting career.
Book of Eli was all about Gary Oldman.
Book of Eli, I even like that. That was one of them films.
It was always going to be a Bible, and I was like, oh
no,
my
it was
God.
always going to be a Bible, but the whole blind thing that was an awesome reveal. But everyone I know, I didn't watch it at the cinema. Everyone I know said I walked out that film. It was shit because that was good, and it was good for me to watch it then because I couldn't have expected that film would be any worse, and I loved it.
What do I think of Rogues? I love Rogues. I would prefer Monk from the Druid change, but Druid's really strong too, so don't worry about it.
Best vampire film, Blade.
Interview with a Vampire.
Blade.
Interview with a Vampire.
Blade.
Interview with a Vampire.
I'm not playing this game with you.
Two different style films. That's apples and oranges.
It's apples and Blade.
It's apples and Blade. It's Blade and Blade.
Blade
Shit
and Blade.
question.
Yeah, dirt. It's Blade, Blade. There's no even and. It's Blade, Blade.
Twilight. Interview. I'm with me.
So everyone's saying it. Of course they're going to say
Van Helsing's not a specific vampire. Oh, yeah, is
Van Helsing was shit. I
liked Van Helsing. I was alright with it. It's besides the athletic chick. We haven't had a good, strong fucking woman action hero for a while. Scarlett Johansson's been done well. Representing
I'd love to do well.
I'm just sick of women being the only movie to be fucked, and that seems to be all they've done recently.
Oh, the Gary Oldman gif show preach. I'll show you later. Funniest thing you'll ever see in your life.
Interview with Blades.
Mogger, in fact. Oh, you can't send it in the chat because it'll block it out. Doesn't matter, Mogger. I'll find that link later.
It is a luchador mask. We used to be backyard wrestlers. Oh, yeah.
We did do. In fact, there's a nice little snippet of that in the web show intro.
There is. We have played the whole video. I don't think it's up on the channel, though.
No, it isn't.
Affliction or Destro? It depends on the fight, man. Depends on the fight. This is what we were talking about earlier, because you were saying you were loving the modifications to your character on a game-by-game basis in League of Legends. And I'm really finding that in WoW a lot now. I'm changing talents, just talents. I'm changing talents on a boss-by-boss basis. I'm really enjoying that in WoW right now. Is how I can configure my character per fight. I really enjoy that aspect of it.
Just really quickly, Mogger, if you want to put that link in the chat, Genji's just give you a 2-minute window to link it. So just link that. If you link anything else, I'll ban you and then I'll fucking skull fuck you on Skype later.
Nice.
There was something else I wanted to talk about, but it's completely gone out of my face now.
The full backyard wrestling video is... I don't know where it is now. It's on my PC.
There it is. Go on, carry on talking.
Okay.
Newton's Cradle. Newton's Cradle. Watch. Gary Oldman. He thinks he's going to be a Newton's Cradle. Look how smug he is at first. Watch. Wait. Watch. Oh. It's so good.
So bad. Why am I liking Shadow Priest so much? It's one of the only classes I think in MOP right now where the gameplay isn't really easy. It's not. Mastering Shadow Priest, I'm still working on it.
The difficulty makes it pay off.
No. But it's still simple enough so that your mistakes aren't overly punished.
Okay.
And I can still enjoy my environment because Throne of Thunder looks awesome in every way, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
But the Shadow Priest, it's like if you want to do really well, it takes a little bit of effort, a little bit of work. But if you do make mistakes, you're not overly punished. But to push it really hard, that takes some work. So that's one of the reasons it really appeals to me. And plus, they're very adaptable to any situation. I hate feeling useless.
Easiest DPS class to play at the minute, do you think?
Rogue, probably.
Rogue, okay.
Yeah, Rogue. Rogue, definitely. I just wanted to talk briefly about the world first race. I know you probably haven't been keeping up to it.
No,
as far as, let me check the email before I do this. Let me check.
Okay.
I just want to do a quick update on where people are.
You do that 1 sec then. Just really quickly, because I know that not a lot of people don't like it. League of Legends, Zac got released last night, which was the new character. I wasn't expecting much because of Quinn that got released before him. I hated Quinn. I hated Quinn, but bought it because she looked cool. Zac, I bought not because he looked cool, but I thought it couldn't be worse than Quinn. If you've got the RP or IP and you want to buy a new character, buy Zac. He's so cool to play. And added bonus, when I was playing last night, his passive, when he dies, he splits into a load of blobs because he's made of goo. And then if you don't kill these blobs that split apart, they come back together and form him again. So basically you have to kill him twice. But I was playing last night with a group of people on Skype. Every time I died and that ability was up, I kept putting the T1000 sound effect on when all the bits go back together. I'm going to do that all fucking night tonight.
Oh, you stream when you get home?
Oh, that's what I want to talk about. I'm going to try and stream when I get back.
Oh, it might depend on Ava.
But it depends on Ava, because if she's up and she's not very well, I won't be able to. So stick around. I'll try and update you either way if I can or can't. Well, if I can, you'll see me on it. If I can't, I will let you know. So there you go.
So I want to say, for those of you progressing in Heroic, Throne of Thunder, I was just checking the update. So only Method and Paragon have actually defeated Lei Shen, which is
the last boss.
He's the official last boss of the Throne of Thunder. Blood Legion, for some reason, still haven't killed it, which is kind of interesting. So maybe they've lost motivation, I don't know. People are now like, yeah, but Raden's there. They've got an optional boss like Sinestra or Algalon. That's like an extra boss if you do it all in Heroic.
So that should be the last boss, then, shouldn't it?
Yeah, so technically that is the last boss, but Lei Shen is the, official kind of last boss. And then you've got an optional boss, as it's called. It's just the extra one. For those of you who progress in Heroic, I am told quite confidently from multiple sources that Lei Shen Heroic is the best fight ever in World of Warcraft. So,
really?
Yes, without unequivocal doubt, from people who've done every fight in the game. That's from the Americans and from the EU. That Lei Shen Heroic is absolutely amazing. Also, Raden is absolute boring dog shit. So that's where it's up to. So for those of you who are progressing in Heroic, look forward to it. Lei Shen Heroic is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I hope some of you are actually progressing in Heroic. And please stay motivated, because you're in for a good time. Raden is not amazing. But all the optional bosses, it really pisses me off that. There's never been a really amazing optional boss. They tease it like, there's this boss in there that you can't even see normally. You have to clear everything on Heroic to get it. Algalon.
I like it.
Algalon is only good, and I had this conversation the other day, because I'm doing a big video I'm working on right now is rose-tinted goggles of vanilla. I'm also going to do one for TBC. Is what makes a fight good, and the memories we have. So I had a group Skype conversation with several people, and we were talking really nerdy about all kinds of different factors. And we talked about Algalon quite extensively because a couple of the guys in the chat are working on Raden. And it was the case of Algalon is a horribly bad fight. Algalon is amazing because of the room and because of the graphical spectacle that is Algalon. He looks, the environment, everything about that fight is amazing except the mechanics of the fight, which are really shit. Okay.
I can see that.
Right, so we kind of universally agree on that. Some people are like, Algalon was amazing, and then we had a conversation where I was like, you're actually right. It's the environment, the setting that makes that fight amazing. The mechanics of the fight are actually really grim. Sinestra is the same. Sinestra's got a couple of cool mechanics. The Twilight Slicer was a great idea, but was so trivially easy compared to what else you'd faced in the same tier. I remember I was in Darkstorm when I did Sinestra. Every other fight we'd done pretty much on Heroic, besides Magmar maybe, was actually significantly more difficult than Sinestra. It was Atramedes again. I fixed Atramedes was easy. If I was to do an order of difficulty, Sinestra would be nowhere near the top, which is sad because it should be. As the extra optional boss, it should be much harder as it drops a higher item level gear as well. And the setting wasn't great for Sinestra. It looked okay, not great. We've never had a really seriously awesome optional boss. Now Raden is not only poor on mechanics. I'm not saying it's easy. There's a shit ton of damage and a very, very intense DPS timer, from what I'm told, that is really hard. But the fact he just spawns in a room where a previous boss was, after you kill everything, he just appears. And it's so fucking lazy. And the guys were saying, like, I talked to a couple of Method guys, they said they were so disappointed because they were like, in the Bastion of Twilight, I think that's the right name, you know what I mean. When you kill Cho'Gall, the fucking floor falls through and she's underneath you. And it's really epic because, like, you're standing there and suddenly the floor disappears. You fall into Sinestra's pit, and that is cool. She's got her own environment. Raiden just spawns in one of the older rooms. He's just a guy in a room that's extra that's there. It's just really lazy, really disappointing. He's going to be a pain in the ass to kill, but not fun. So I was asking him, do you think Lei Shen is going to get nerfed? He was like, no, if we would have had another reset of gear, we would have easily killed Lei Shen. If you get the mechanics right. So it's not the health of the boss or anything like that, or the damage he does that's the problem. It's the mechanics, which is cool, because it means you wipe because you fucked up. Raiden isn't really like that, so a little bit disappointed.
No way.
Yeah, bit of a shame. Yeah, I've seen the Method Nerve Screens video. I'm hoping to get a sneaky peek at the actual video. But yeah, so pretty crazy. Yeah, they said the only limiting factor on Raiden is the 30 wipes a week, which is why they're taking it really easy. I don't know how many of you are following this, but because nobody else has killed Lei Shen in 25 Heroic, Method haven't even been trying Raiden, because they only have 30 tries a week anyway. That's capped on tries. So, we'll collect gear, we'll take our time, and then we'll have fresh raiders to go and do our 30 wipes, and then we'll leave it there. They're massively not that arsed, because they, especially as they're the only ones in the race in terms of the 25 man. Remember, 10 man is just different. I kind of want to do a video on this 10 versus 25 man thing. I kind of want to just...
It'd be a nice talking
I'm so fucking sick of it.
Comments, wouldn't
yeah,
it?
I think but it might be one of those problem in the mist things that like blows up and cunts arrive from everywhere.
That's a good thing though.
Well, it earns me money, but I don't like making videos for that purpose. But I'm getting so fucking frustrated with the whole thing because people don't get it, and that's what annoys me. It's like the whole Ben Steak thing. Idiots commenting on things they don't know about. I don't understand how this discussion still exists. How can you be so deluded as to think 10 and 25 are even remotely the same thing? If they're balanced the same way? It doesn't take anything to realise that is not the case and they're completely separate. They're just a different race entirely. And it's like, oh, it's 10 man, it's 25 man. I don't care, right? I prefer the 25 man. That's me. People prefer the 10 man. Whatever, it doesn't matter. They're not the same fucking thing. Not even close to the same thing. Just because two of the bosses are called the same thing, they're totally different. Totally fucking different.
I agree with you.
I'm sick to fucking death of it. I'm so fucking sick of it. Any aspect of any fight you bring up and try and say, well, it's different in 10. Yeah, so they're not the fucking same. Oh, well, this happens in 10 and not in 25. That's right, because they're different. They're not the same.
Okay, so what do you think about the X amount of tries thing on a boss?
It's bullshit. It's just false elongation. It's just bullshit. It's always been bullshit.
Okay.
Always been bullshit.
What do you think about the Warlock Green Flame quest? Have you done it yet?
I've done it twice for friends.
Why have you not done it for you?
I got an email. I don't... No, I'm not sure. I was hoping... Okay, it's pretty tough. Right? The last quest is pretty hard if you're not kind of got a little bit of skill behind you. And some gear. It's one of those things where I say having some gear would help. My Warlock's gear can't get into a heroic. I was tempted to try and do it on my Warlock. I don't know if even I could do it. Not being big-headed there. I don't think I could maybe do it. But I kind of want to try to say, look, I've done it in 434 gear. I'll film it and show it and stuff like that.
That's not being big-headed. That's being humble.
Yeah, I don't think I could pull it off. I've done it on 2 characters, but what I have had, and please stop sending me this, is people emailing me saying I will give you a large donation towards the channel if you do it for me. No, I'm not doing that. I'm really not doing that. That's I'm not going to bitch myself out to do things for you in the game. I'm really not going to do that. How on earth do methods spend so much time to kill a boss, sacrificing our work session? How on earth do US skills do it when there's no benefit system? How do they live? Do you think... Okay, let me make this. Do you genuinely think that taking a week off work means people must be on benefits? If you're in a job where you can't schedule a week off work, something wrong there. Every job comes with holiday time, even in the US. The guys aren't off work. In fact, you'll notice that Trekkie, who is one of the main tanks in Method, wasn't in for the Lei Shen kill. It's because he was at work. He couldn't get any time off.
Why? What was... People think that
hardcore raiders in the EU are all jobless scrubs. They're not. This is their hobby.
That's a bad generalisation, man, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a few weeks. It was less than 2. It was less than 2. They killed it just before the second reset. They started on a Wednesday. They went through from Wednesday. So they booked... This is what they did, right? They booked a week off, assuming they could kill everything in a week. You gotta remember these guilds assume that. We'll book a week off from Wednesday to Wednesday, or to Tuesday next week. And then they needed an extra bit of time. So they've scheduled that in. That's it. It's nothing more. It's their favourite thing to do in the world. It's important as well. I was trying to point this out because The boss before Lei Shen is called the Twin Consorts. Those got stealth nerfed on the reset. Both Blood Legion and Method were stuck on these bosses, suddenly got stealth nerfed by 15% and were easily killed the next day. In fact, Method one-shot it. If you watch the video, there is not a skeleton on the floor. They walked in and killed it. A boss they've been wiping on non-stop for 4 fucking days. They walked in after the reset and killed it on their first try. There was a big worry that they were going to do that. And it's important. Whoever gets the world first, doesn't matter the outcome, right? Doesn't matter the reasons. If Lei Shen was stealth nerfed, or Raden, and suddenly the US, who get a reset earlier than the EU, kill it, it's important because these guys have commitments. They have sponsorships. There is other aspects of this, and the world first is what really matters. That's why they work so hard towards it. One, because they want the world first, and plus they get a lot of benefits. You can remember they perform at live raids, they go to BlizzCon, they went to Gamescom, they did a live raid there in Germany. I think they're doing it again this year. A lot of benefits come to the world first.
2 quick things. League of Legends isn't on Steam. You get it directly from the website, and it's free to play. There was another thing as well. A change of command legendary quest fucking over casuals. What does that mean?
A change of command. I'm not sure. I'm not really following the legendary thing.
Oh, okay.
No, there's 2 tanks. Yeah, some people seem to think there was only 1 tank for Lei Shen Heroic. No, just monk tank. Just wait. They use a monk tank. So they knew the patch was coming? Yeah, we all knew. They told us it was coming. We all knew. All you do is you tell your job. I mean, most people... I mean, how many people play MMOs at your place? You told me you've had bosses that play WoW. MMOs... 11 million people play World of Warcraft. They know what it is.
Chances are you're going to bump into somebody.
Yeah, chances are you're going to bump into somebody. And probably you just say, look, it's either going to be this week or next week, but I need a week off. You just pre-warn people. You communicate it out. It's no problem.
What was it? That was a funny comment, sorry. When I said that League of Legends was free to play, the power put, yeah, it's free to play, isn't it? It's cost me so much fucking money.
Yeah, you got ripped, man. That game is a fucking money sink. Like Hearthstone's going to be the WoW game.
It's very, 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 very hard for me not to spend money in that game.
You got to be careful with that shit, man. That's one of the reasons I'm really not into microtransactions.
Microtransactions. In other games, I've played games with microtransactions and I've been completely fine, not even been tempted by it. But in League of Legends, they've done it so smartly. They let you try everything. And then on top of that, you can make your character look good with a certain skin. And that's fucked me. So many times. But yeah, I'm not putting it off. Please, if you're on the fence of trying it, it doesn't cost you nothing to try it. Play League of Legends. Just give it a try. You don't like it, you don't play it. You do like it, play it, man.
We're not going to Gamescom or anything this year. The only event we really wanted to go to this year is BlizzCon. We were kind of it's one of the reasons we started the channel. I mean, we did that. How long ago did we do that video where BlizzCon was cancelled and we did a little fun video for that? Do you remember that? Where we screamed because we got a check. We finally got paid off YouTube.
Oh, that was the first TGN. That was the first when we.
Oh, TGN paid us like $5 or something, or $50 for a month, and we couldn't. And then BlizzCon was cancelled.
It's like you can get a Happy Meal with it or something.
Yeah. The one problem with the events right now is people don't come to our channel to look at brand new games. So the Gamescom videos earned us about $10, but cost us £4,000 or £3,000.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, we paid out £3,000 to go to Gamescom, and we earned for going there. You have to bear that in mind. It's $10, but we did meet people, which was awesome. So no, we're not going to Gamescom this year. It's something I'd like to work. If anything, if we ever go to an event like that again, we won't be covering it. We'll just go for fun and meet people. We can't rely on the income from that. Our channel just doesn't work that way. And BlizzCon, I'm having the baby. Well, we're scheduled to have our baby the week of BlizzCon, so kind of got fucked for that as well. Which is a shame because, and this is no joke, we got offered free tickets and free passes to go to BlizzCon this year. It wouldn't have cost us a damn thing, but I can't go. And that is the true fucking story. We got offered free tickets, free plane tickets, no hotel, but fucking hell, how much do you put? What, no hotel? You know, we got free plane tickets.
What the fuck is this Mickey Mouse operation?
Yeah, PreachCon will be next year. I'm having the baby and stuff, man. It's hard times. Emma's very ill a lot. And it was pretty good. No, they weren't something that I had that I could give away. It was like an offer. Is like, would you, we want you there. We want you there. Would you like us to provide these things? So I'll babysit. Go. Well, we'll go to the next year's BlizzCon. All in good time. I'll go and then I'll take your tickets. I don't have tickets. I was offered would I like the flights and the tickets by Blizzard, but no, didn't really work.
Go home, baby. You're drunk.
PreachCon will be next year, hopefully. I've got the baby and I've got Way the Warrior 2 to do. I'm just so busy. Okay, last couple of questions because I'm still feeling better, but I'm worried that I'm not going to be awake all night.
I'm going to be awake all night. If it's not on the computer, it's going to be with the daughter.
Yeah. Kind of, Juro. Yeah, kind of, Juro. There's something about getting contract type thing with Blizz. Oh, yeah, we got an official partnership with Blizzard. I don't know what it means yet. It was something I got an email about 6 months ago. You know, I'm always worried when I get an email from Blizzard Entertainment. Like, it might say you're a cunt. Stop slagging off our new content, which I don't always do, obviously. There's things I love and things I need to comment on. But they replied on Monday. I texted you, I think it was Monday.
Yeah.
I got the email back saying we've been accepted into a Blizzard partnership thing. So I've had to send some more info off, like staff members. I had to come up with titles for everybody, which was really weird.
Did you give me a title?
Yeah.
But it's not what I wanted.
What did you think? What did you want?
Like, fucking Digital Black Ops.
Digital Black Ops. No, I did put Digital Designer though.
Head of security.
Yeah. So I've added some people on that, but we'll see. We'll see. I was only allowed to add 3 people, so I was only allowed to add 3 people. I think we'll get the benefits.
Troll sniper.
I put me, you, and I put Genji on there. No offense to anyone else, but because Genji's in the US, any US stuff, maybe Genji could go. I don't know.
Heavyweight champion.
Heavyweight champion. Dick Sniffer, High Warlord.
High Warlord.
Yeah.
Genji, I'll tell you about the belt later. I'll ignore.
The belt was from Next. That's it. There's nothing else to say.
I know,
I don't think we even have Next in the US.
Don't worry. I'll find it. We'll talk about that again.
I couldn't add Emma, no, but it made sense to add me and him, me and Ugly, and also someone in the US, so I added Genji. I put Genji on
it. Ghost, can I smell your dick?
Okay, one more question.
That was the last question. Can someone smell my dick?
I want to wait for the new question, as I said the last question. There's a lot of questions above. Oh. No drama story tonight. I actually had a drama story lined up, and I reread it this afternoon. It was dog shit. I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I thought it was going to be tasty. I thought it was.
It was supposed to be the porno one.
Yeah, but it was made up. It was clearly made up, and I didn't want to do that again.
Good.
I didn't want to do that again, so I just left it. Some videos I have to some drama stories I really have to reread to make sure they're cool. So I checked it out. Best PS3 wrestling games? You want that to be the final question?
Best PS3 wrestling game was No Mercy on the N64.
Yeah, I agree. It's certainly not WrestleMania. Which one did we get? 13?
Yeah.
Where we couldn't even do the story mode. It just kept bugging out.
That game's... The wrestling games these days are shit. You gotta look at N64, No Mercy, WWF, WrestleMania it was back then, and WCW, I think it was Nitro. Those wrestling games are the wrestling games.
Yeah, they're so good. Def Jam was actually a good game.
The original Def Jam on the PS2, unbelievable game. That was actually my favourite fighting game on the PS2.
It was fucking cool, that.
Def Jam, whatever it was called on the PS3, was bullshit. You had to fight and then you had to like change the music so it played your music, so you got a bit of an advantage. And then if they start getting an advantage, then they'd switch it up and get their music played. That one on the PS2 where you had like your finishes and stuff like that, that was amazing.
No, I haven't played the new trading card game. I think I'm in the beta. But it's not really.
Why did you leave Method?
I haven't got time to raid, man. Look at my characters. It's like this, okay? I raided hardcore since vanilla. I've killed every boss in this game, and there's always going to be new content. At some point, I needed to. This was better and more fun for me. I want to get back into raiding on a really casual drop-in, drop-out basis. I do have the luxury of some guilds who will let me raid once or twice and not be too arsed if I can't raid 5 days a week or whatever and still have solid progression. That's the opportunity I need right now. But at the moment, I'm just having so much more fun making videos and writing stories and doing various things. I love that. I just didn't have time. I certainly didn't have time. If I had to raid this tier in Method, how would I have got anything done? I would have lost 2 weeks worth of money. I can't do that.
Preach, I want your unit frames, but the KQI doesn't work. Any help? Yes, it does.
Our forum. Just go to our forum, man. I'm rubbish with helping people with UIs. I'm not a cop-out. Our forum, where you download the UI, is full of Q&A. People will help you out. Everybody in the chat right now is really helpful.
Look at Genji like a pro with a sore spot shortcut. Pow! There you go.
Yeah, just check that thread. Somebody's probably had the same problem, and hopefully we'll fix it. It's the best way to do it.
Should we call it there, man?
Yeah. Do I think Mookie's are getting changed soon? No. Alright, we're going to call it there. That's a long web show, actually. I think.
It's a long web show.
It's 11:30. That's 3.5 hours.
I hope Ava's asleep when I get back. She's
okay, we're done.
It's League of Legends time.
Thank you for everybody who donated to us tonight as well. We'll show you the picture of the microphones and stuff when they arrive, when we get enough to get them. It all goes to a worthwhile cause. And thank you for everybody who tuned in with us.
Right, say rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Ha! Didn't expect me to say that, did you?
Yes! See you later, guys.
This is the best scene in that movie. It usually works.
Oh, yeah.
When he punches the taxi. See you guys.